There's no actual marketing plan, and they end up wasting thousands of dollars. On top of that, we see companies that spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to get a website built or to get a CRM set up, and at the end, they're left with nothing.
I'll often tell a client, especially a new client, well, look, we're not the cheapest, but we're the best. Unapologetically and every time, we're the best. So you can buy once, as the saying goes, buy once, cry once, and then have the benefits of that which accrue over time. Or, as we often see, people come to us to repair the thing that they thought they were getting a deal on, which the bottom line is does it bring you customers? And if the answer is no, well, it's not a good product.
Well, we want to hear from you. We want to know what topics you want to hear about the most. We have a lot of experience. We also have a huge network of successful businesses that we can bring to you as well. And subscribe to the channel. We want to be able to give you actionable tips that you can use to expand your business. It's really important to us to help local communities, to help local businesses, because we are the framework of our society, right? We get to support our towns and our communities, and we want to help you grow.
When did we start it?
We started what has now evolved into our agency back in 2002, after I was running systems for not only our companies, but for client companies since actually back in the 1900s, back when the pterodactyls were flying around and we were making wheels out of stone. That's how long I've been in the systems business.
Awards and recognition.
So we've been awarded 3 Gold Sasspreneur Awards. We've been recognized by Entrepreneur Magazine, Village Tampa, and other publications for our agency's production and the results that our clients get.
But our favorite recognition comes from our clients who we enjoy serving. So we specialize in helping small and medium-sized businesses, Main Street businesses, service providers, consultants, authors, and more to scale their business and automate those things which are repetitive and don't need to be done necessarily by a human every single time, where we can put in systems to just accelerate your growth and bring in those customers on autopilot.
Awesome, and that's why we are 5-star rated on Google. And you can check us out. Our favorite awards are the 5-star ratings that we get from our clients because of the results that they're achieving.
Right, so what are our core offers?
So we specialize in CRM automation and setup, also sales automation, AI voice and chat, Google My Business ranking, getting you to the top of Google Maps. We're also exemplary at branding, websites, and lead generation.
That's right. So we have a full service digital marketing agency at your disposal where we can create, and we have created businesses from the ground up where a client came to us just with an idea. Next thing you know, here's the brand, here's the website, here's all the automations that go with it. And we've also assisted other clients where they may have been trying to duct tape together 10 or 15 different softwares that don't like talking to each other and spending thousands of months doing it. And then we've been able to consolidate, systemize, and automate that for them so they can continue to grow beyond where they've been before.
For many businesses, we actually act as their entire marketing division, which saves them tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, in hiring and staffing. We have an expert team in Meta ads, Google Maps optimization, branding, websites, CRM operations, sales automations, and email marketing. So rather than going out and hiring all of these people, a lot of companies use us as their entire marketing division, and we handle everything that they need to get them to their next big revenue goal.
That's a great point, because I'm not an expert at plumbing or landscaping or being the accounting consultant. I don't know pretty much anything about those things, but we do know how to grow those kinds of businesses, so you can focus on your expertise and be in your zone of genius while our experts take care of the rest.
Can you discuss about the clients who came to us that came from different agencies and their pain points? Like, this is the 3rd or 5th agency that they went to, and we just delivered.
Oh my gosh, so we have so many clients that come to us from other agencies, and what a lot of clients really have struggled with is they've hired this agency to do Meta ads, or this agency to do their Google optimization, or this agency to do their Google ads, and there's no coordination, there's no actual marketing plan, and they end up wasting thousands of dollars. On top of that, we see companies that spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to get a website built or to get a CRM set up. And at the end, they're left with nothing. No website that's optimized for lead generation, no CRM that's truly set up for sales automation, lead nurturing, and conversions. And they're really frustrated because they're willing to invest the money, but now they're at a point where they've invested the money and they haven't seen any ROI on that investment. We love when these clients come to us because we're able to get them a result very quickly and they can see what it's supposed to be, right? A lot of agencies will tell the clients, and I'm kind of throwing people under the bus here, but they'll tell clients, oh, well, you have to wait 4 to 6 months to see a result from Facebook ads, or you have to wait a year to get ranked on Google Maps. And that's just not the case. These are not things that take a long time to see a really good result.
One of the other things that we hear a lot from our clients is the big contrast between what we do and other just software companies, where people cite our 24-hour support and our service. We even get live Zoom meetings going to help people build if they're looking to do something custom with our software. So that service and support is what we hear often sets us way apart from the other so-called agencies that are out there. And again, not to throw people under the bus, but we also hear quite often that, wow, we've never worked with real experts before. We've heard the 10 million sales pitches of everybody who wants to do our reviews, our SEO, and everything else that you probably get spammed 15 times a day. I get probably 50 times a day. But being able to work with real experts who really do support the client and isn't just some software company that nobody can actually talk to, it's a huge difference.
Our entire company also understands exactly what our purpose is. And when we're leading our company, they know that our valuable final product, whether you're coming to us to build a website, whether we're stepping in as your marketing division, is exceptional products that are completed on time and on budget, that a client is able to use, knows how to use, and is succeeding with. So even if somebody builds a website, if you don't know how to use it or access it, and you're not succeeding with it, then it really wasn't a good investment.
Yeah, I believe I always hear, John, that our service is not the cheapest in the market, especially here in Tampa Bay. Can you cite that up as a bonus?
So sometimes we have people that come to us and ask about like a price shopping opportunity. Like, well, if I can get this sort of a service or a website design or whatever cheaper somewhere, maybe I can use, especially in the website space, maybe I can use some of these website in a box services. I won't name any of them, but they advertise heavily for people who really don't know the technology behind websites and what a website really needs to do to get you ranked and dominant in the marketplace and to build trust and credibility with your ideal customers. So I'll often tell a client, especially a new client, well, look, we're not the cheapest, but we're the best, unapologetically, and every time we're the best. So you can buy once, as the saying goes, buy once, cry once, and then have the benefits of that which accrue over time. Or, as we often see, people come to us to repair the thing that they thought they were getting a deal on, which the bottom line is does it bring you customers? And if the answer is no, well, it's not a good product.
Can you give me a short story on how we solved a great problem with one of our clients?
Yeah. So we had a landscape company in Arizona that continues to work with us to this day. When they came to us, they were doing about $1 million in revenue, and they were still operating off of paper records. And they really were at a point where the owner was working 24/7. His phone never stopped ringing. He was worn out. He was ready to just close up shop. They came to us, we worked with them, we organized their data into a CRM. We added in an AI receptionist that now takes all of their calls. We added in an AI method for people to request a bid on a job that they want to have done, where it's automatically booked into an appointment. We also added in a method to retain the customers. One of the things that they were dealing with was clients were leaving because in Arizona, it's rock, right? It's rock and cactus. And oftentimes the clients were like, hey, did you guys even come to do the service? So we added in an automated service where when the guys leave the job, they send a text with photos, and that actually created upsell opportunities where clients then text back, they ask about, their irrigation, or they ask about getting a new saguaro put in, And overall, the company experienced a 30% increase in the revenue almost instantly.
Not just that, but in the process of putting in our systems, we obviously accessed a lot of data, and we found some major and significant leaks, like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month that was leaking out of these companies. And so once we have order and statistics and things that we can work with actual data, it's very revealing, not just to us as an agency, but to the business owner. So they're very excited about being able to economize things that were leaking or that weren't making them money. Also, on the same client, we find that some of the service people, the personnel, they may not even speak English, right? But they're very good with the plants and the rocks and whatever they're doing. And so we were able to create pre-written text messages, for example, to show the customer, the landscaping customer with the property, oh, here's what we did on the property, and it's all pre-written for them. They could just snap a couple pictures with the mobile device and then automatically ask for a review. So this same example, the same client went from not even existing on Google Maps to now dominating on Google Maps with tons of 5-star reviews coming in on autopilot via the people who in this case can't even speak the language to the customer, and they're not even there in person. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they're now number one in their area with the average home price of about $1.8 million.
What is your message to a local business owner who's trying to solve everything and fit in his hat on everything?
I would say for any local business owner, which I consider myself one, is that don't try to be all things to all people. I've done that, and that's a way to stay small, right? So we all have what my wife likes to call our zone of genius. And I'm really, really good at a few things, and I'm pretty much useless at everything else. So we can go ahead and delegate those things to people who have dedicated a whole lot of intention and attention, and therefore created an aptitude for those things which maybe you're just not interested in. But you be the best at what you're doing, let others be the best at what they're doing, and that's how you scale.
When you stay in your zone of genius, not only will you scale faster, but you'll also be a lot happier, because you're not trying to do things that you don't enjoy doing, that you're not skilled at doing, that you don't have the aptitude to do. And if you're trying to learn those things, you're definitely taking away from the areas in your business where you are in your zone of genius. So either way, it just makes it for a miserable experience. If you really want to grow, then you want to pick one hat that you wear in your business, wear it well, and delegate the rest.
More about the marketing side, the local business owners that trying to do their marketing, do their Instagram marketing and email marketing all together.
I'll give an example on that. One example of having professionals or experts do the things that you don't have the interest or aptitude to do is, again, we'll look at a landscape company where we do their marketing via email, SMS, texting, ringless voicemail drops. We have all the databases set up to do all that to their existing customers and to fetch referrals from new customers. And one example would be where we came out with an offer. We asked the client, what would you like to sell this month? And we do this every month with this client and several of our clients. And they said, well, we'd like to offer, it was perhaps a rock refresh or a mulch or something to get the service provider back on customers' properties that month for something that they may need. So we went ahead and pushed out the promotion. They don't know how to do that, right? So we used our own software that we put into their system. We pushed out the emails, the texts. They had about $35,000 in profitable orders within a day. And that's just one promotion, just one. So the investment, and of course results, not guaranteed. Every business is different, right? And you can see disclaimers and all that. But in this example, we used their existing database, so it cost virtually nothing to advertise to those people. They already had some know, like, and trust for the service provider, and we got them back on property with a special limited time offer just for their existing subscribers. And it worked beautifully. And we do that every month. And they have different results every month with it, but it's always profitable. And they're hands off. They're out there planting shrubberies and doing what they do, right? We're handling their market.
Another landscape client, same thing, email marketing, reported to us that they, for the first time ever, had clients calling in requesting bids on fountains in their yard.
That's
and
right.
Waterfalls. So that was awesome. Another client on our Google business Maps optimization, a hard money lender reported 3 loans came in as soon as we got them on Google and ranked them up.
That's right. So whatever kind of business and whatever kind of client you're appealing to, there is a certain language that needs to be spoken, and spoken on those channels, whether it's email, text, phones, and et cetera, right? Facebook, we are able to impinge on that client base via multiple channels and do it in such a way that they respond, and we can track all of it, again, while the service provider, while the client like yourself is out in your zone of genius doing what you're doing. We're helping you get the traffic in the door.
So can you talk about the being omnipresent, or like being present, just like what you just said about email marketing, SMS, social media?
Yeah, for sure. We have a client that we've done their marketing strategy for, and really implemented this concept of being omnipresent, really being top of mind, showing up all over the place. And their office staff has reported that even their friends and family are now saying, hey, I see you guys everywhere, right? And that's the experience you want. You want that, hey, I see you everywhere type of experience. And that only happens if you're on social media, if you're running ads, if you're on Google, and you're emailing your list. Then you're staying top of mind. So the next time someone needs a job, they're not going over to their neighbors saying, hey, who do you recommend? They already have the answer. They know you.
I remember one client that knocked on their door, and I think this is a client we have been emailing marketing for how many years? And he started like walking in our office, and he's now ready.
We've experienced that ourselves just as an agency, where we've had people that have perhaps subscribed to our email updates and newsletters. Perhaps they've looked at our software, but they never quite took the leap and got started. And then after years, in some cases, they just show up at our office and say, hey, I need to talk to John about getting this thing running. And so when people are ready, and the sooner the better, because all of the marketing that we do accrues over time, right? We do a lot with organic and content. It just keeps building and building. It's like building an empire. The old saying goes, when's the best time to start doing stuff like that? Well, 20 years ago. So the second best time would be now, right? So that now is different for different people, but we see it all the time where people finally have the cognition and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build my business, and I'm going to get some experts to help me with that. So every business is different. And again, one of the things that we do here with BrandBuilderAI is a personal consultation where we can assess what's needed and wanted for your business, what's going to move the needle, right? So it's not technology for the sake of technology. It's not websites for the sake of, hey, I've got a pretty website. The end product is your business growing. That's how we look at it. So again, every situation is going to be different. So the first action we do is always a deep dive into what's working, what's not, and what's needed and wanted to make it grow.